I play the game with no timeouts. You ride my wave, you're getting wiped out. Big mistakes get white out. I spot you like a lighthouse. Watch your moves like a night owl. On a full moon, wolves gon' howl. Can't bounce back, no rebounds. I show up like me how.
Welcome back to another episode of the Tip Off. I am your host, Iceman the Eskimo. Y'all see, y'all know what I came here to talk about today. Brooklyn Nets. Hey, I'm gonna do a short live real quick. I ain't gonna stay up here too long. You know what I mean? Y'all heard me on Breezy's podcast yesterday talking about this game, and I'm gonna talk about it again today. One in the chat. Yo, what up? I got my cam off right now. Yo, I'm going to talk about this game. I'm going to talk about a few games, not just one game, a few games. But like I said, I ain't going to stay up here that long and roll a solo for the minute. And I am going to explain the changes and how we won this game from before. So like I said, Ben Simmons starting at point guard. You're seeing what he could do as a rookie. Now, as far as how he handled the rock, he did a pretty good job of passing, finding people, getting to the lane as a big guard, 6'7". But Saraf needs time. He needs to I think, like I said, I think he needs to sit down and see the game a little better. And I do think he needs to go down to the G. Like I said, I don't think he has to stay down in the G, but I think he needs to go down in the G. But we fans like what they've seen as far as passes from Sarah, and that's what he came out of the draft being good at, passing. And he's a scorer, but he has not figured out how to score in the NBA like that yet. That is yet to come. We will figure that out. Now, the change up from Jordy, I don't think fans noticed. He tried Trayor, he tried Saraf, he tried Martin, he tried Terrence Mann, and he tried Cam. He tried 5 different point guards in these last 7 games, I believe it is, or 6 games, whatever it may be, 6 or 7 games. I don't think fans noticed that. So he started Tyrese. First, Tyrese came off the bench. Then he started Reese. But before that, he tried Saraf, he tried Nolan. He said he's going to throw them into the fire, and he did. He may not have liked what he's seen at first, or he did like what he seen, but he figured they need a little bit more time to get it all together. You know what I'm saying? Jordy's job is to win games and develop. There's no right way to develop. There's no right way to train. There's no right way to get them to figure out the NBA right away. They could play as much as they want on the floor. It doesn't work well for everyone in the same way. Everybody learns at a different pace, a different speed, and see things a different way once they're on the NBA floor. So now I'm going to talk about Terrence Mann. And I did mention before that I thought the veterans made the team play better. It helped the team a little bit more because they understand a little bit more. We do know veterans help win games in the NBA. And I thought Terrence Mann should run point guard. We thought MPJ should run at the 3, and we thought Clowney or Zaire should play the 4. And you've seen in that game, Clowney at the 4, MPJ at the 3 made a big difference. Terrence Mann at the 1 made a big difference in this game. Not saying it's going to work like that every game. Terrence Mann worked on at the 3 for 1 game in the preseason. He worked well. Terrence Mann is a pretty good defender. Fans right now sleeping on Terrence Mann. I've seen it all over the internet for the most part that he is being slept on. Tyrese Martin is being slept on this team. And I don't think fans appreciate the veterans. I don't think fans appreciate the veterans on this team. The veterans show leadership to the young guys to explain what is and what's not and what to do. And on the floor, as far as the NBA, And then once they go down to the G, they could take that knowledge and go down there and work and try to figure it out and get called back up. Like I said, I don't think anything's wrong with the G. I think it's a great place for them to go down and go down and play and figure it out and come back up. But Clowney looked a lot more aggressive during this game. He drove to the lane. Actually, he did get to a second move that I talked about when I seen him training this summer with Zaire and Terrence Mann. They all trained in the same place. And I put those videos out on my Twitter page, so y'all can check it out. You know what I'm saying? Iceman the Dawn on Twitter. Y'all can check that out. And Clowney showed up. I know people were talking about they don't think he's ready. He's not playing right away. There's a lot of things that go on to figure this game out with a new team, new rotations, new strategies, trying to figure out what works. So I with Jordy, y'all gotta be patient with Jordy right now. If you haven't noticed, he's been switching it up, changing lineups, playing young players, playing veterans. Play Drake Powell, take him out. Play Trayor, play Saraf, play Yegor, take them out, put them back in. He's been trying all different things. I don't think y'all take notice to what he is trying to do to help the team get better. And y'all have to watch the games. When you watch the games, you can see that. And I think Tyrese Martin, like he said, Jordy said in the post game, he did a good job in the game. We want to see more of Martin. If he's one of the most unguardable players on the team, or the most unguardable player on the team, which I thought was Cam, if he is, he has to show that during the games. I know fans think that he's he's not worth it, but like I said, he might have some trade value later. Coming off the bench, he's a good shooter, but he has to show more during the games. He got to do more. He's doing a little bit more scoring last game. So if he scores a little bit more off the bench, averaging 15, if he could average 15, anywhere from 12 to 15 off the bench, that's good. Even 10 points off the bench is good with the assist. That'd be good for Reese. But Clowney, his contract is coming up. This is third year in the league. He's looking to show more, and we'll see. We know he can shoot the three. We know he can play defense. We know he can play defense. It's just getting down to the lane and getting to the second move, like I said with Clowney. Second, third move, pump fake, dunks, all that stuff he worked on in training this summer. It should be, as going forward, it should be on display during these games later on. You know what I mean? Now, moving on to Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton has been. I seen the post-game interview with Claxton saying that the training staff is asking him to do more. He said he played a little point guard. We've seen him at Georgetown, and now he's taking advantage of these guys from the three-point line, getting a running start, fast break opportunities, taking advantage of his speed and his length during these times. And now Claxton is putting up 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, numbers that you have not seen a lot from Claxton. Now that you're seeing these numbers, you cannot deny that Claxton is doing something a little bit different this year. And you have to acknowledge that he looks different. He's got a different motor going. You know what I'm saying? He's got a different motor going, and it looks a little different. He said the coaches, now you hear the difference of what he's saying. First, it was free Clax, let him shoot. Now the coaching staff is asking him to do more. So now fans can figure out that he was being held back a little bit, and now they're letting him do a little bit more in the offense as well. You know what I mean? So Terrence Mann makes a difference running point guard from the rookies. I know fans don't like it, but he is showing, like I said, he's just showing the rookies how it gets done and what to do. Take advantage. He's 6'6", Saraf is 6'7". Saraf should be learning a little bit of stuff from Terrence Mann while Terrence Mann is on the roster. We're not saying Terrence Mann is Chris Paul or anybody like that, but he does do a decent job at point guard. He did a decent job on the Clippers till they got James Harden. Then they said his role started to change a little bit, kind of plateaued over there, and then ended up playing well. You got to understand another change of role. Change of role over there is different. So that changes the player's mentality. It changes. It's a big adjustment. So that's why I ask y'all, and I tell y'all sometimes you got to pay attention to what goes on the floor with some of these players going through what they go through to fix their to adjust and fix whatever they can fix on the floor for them. So again, Zaire Williams, Zaire makes a big difference. He's been impacting the shooting. He's been impacting defense, rebounds a little bit. He has somewhat of a bad game sometimes, but he still does other things on the floor. He still offers a lot. Shooting, 3-point shooting is looking much better. Catch and shoot is looking much better. Elevating over players to shoot, defenses, and Zaire is making a difference. So, like I said, if Zaire and Reese off the bench, along with Yegor off the bench, that looks good. Yegor is starting to show a little bit more, like I talked about on Breeze's podcast. He's starting to get down to the lane. He's starting to make passes. He's shooting the three. He didn't have a good shooting game last game, but he does shoot pretty well from what everyone else was talking about. Impressed at the combine. And now you get to see it. So I think moving forward, you will get to see Yegor open up his game just a little bit more. And we'll see what he turns out to. He's the only one that's not in the G right now. Drake Powell is not in the G. So Drake Powell, my bad. So it's Yegor and Drake is not in the G. I think Drake is going, he looks ready. Drake on a fast break, open floor, looks ready. He's got to stay healthy. I know they said that his ankle is fine. He may play next game. We look forward to that. Playing next game alongside the veterans and see what he can offer. We know he's pretty good on defense from Carolina. We know he's athletic. He can shoot the three pretty well. He was shooting about 37% in college. So, you know what I'm saying? We just got to wait on the rest. I know everyone wants to see Danny Wolf play. I do too. Beware the Wolf. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, Danny. But he's going down to the G. I think the G would help Danny Wolf. There aren't too many centers in the G, so he should be taking advantage of smaller players and learning how to do stuff like that. And we will see what else happens with Danny when Danny goes down to the G, if he'll get called back up. And hopefully he'll get to play alongside Claxton and anything like that. I said before, man, it was most effective. Yes. Oh, before they got Russ, I said Harden. Before they got Russ. That's right, player one. I said Harden. I was wrong. It was Russ. But yes, Terrence Mann is, like I said, veteran. He knows how to run a point guard a little bit. He said on an interview that I watched, he wanted to play point guard, and he does a decent job at it. So, you know what I'm saying? I just try to point out some things that help fans understand that the veterans can help the rookies. Saraf can learn from Terrence Mann. Yo, what's good? Saraf can learn from Terrence Mann. And I hope they continue learning. But like I said, I hope that the Nets for Traore can get someone like John Wall on the coaching staff. Someone, or he finds a connect to get with Russ or someone like Ben Simmons, or even still John Wall or Gilbert Arenas, anyone like that has speed, that plays that fast, so he can, you know what I'm saying, he will learn better. I hope the Nets take a look at what's going on, and I think they're still trying to figure it out. So I'm not trying to put nothing bad on the Nets coaching staff or nothing like that, because players are looking like they moving forward. He said we won because we had a reset point guard and Clowney. Yeah, Terrence Mann. Yeah, that's why I got him on the screen right now. I didn't put MPJ on there, but I did put the ones that, you know what I'm saying, the difference makers during the game on the screen. But I got to talk about MPJ. For those that thought, well, I thought MPJ is going to average 22, but he still can average 22. He's at 21 point, basically 21 points right now. MPJ has a burner for a shot, catch and shoot all day from three, wherever he's at. Good rebound. He's putting up double doubles a game. I think he's being slept on, or maybe he's changing minds because shooting that many shots, he will have a bad game every other game or every 2 games. Sometimes you can go, 4 or 5 games without having a bad game. But MPJ has been lighting it up. I want fans to realize he's still shooting 41% from three. And that's like his average is between 39 and 41%. And he's shooting that right now. He's putting up big numbers, 29, 33 points. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that him and Cam figure out the rhythm of that. Hopefully Terrence Mann still plays point guard until Saraf comes back up. And hopefully Saraf can to get into the rotation and they figure it out. And my guy Reese, man, like I said, man, they always sleeping on Reese. They talk bad about Reese because he's older. Reese is looking like he's doing a little bit more, bringing you a little bit of excitement. Clowney brought you some excitement. Terrence Mann brings you excitement. We thought this team wasn't athletic enough, but clearly we are athletic, but not highly athletic. We're decently athletic. All these guys on the background have some type of athleticism. Zaire is highly athletic. Claxton is athletic. Clowney is athletic. Reese is athletic. And Terrence Mann is athletic. Fans are mad because we won. Yes, 1 out of 7 games or 6 games. Fans should not be mad. That's what I'm saying. They should be happy that this is going on and looking at what Jordy is trying to do and follow. You know what I'm saying? Jordy is trying to set everything up so it looks well, you play well, you get some excitement, you know what I'm saying, with the games. So that's all I came to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? Like next game, I don't know if we're gonna run the same lineup. I thought this was a decent lineup. Cam is out. Maybe Drake starts at the 2. Maybe Drake Powell starts at the 2. Reese off the bench. I seen that there's Drake. Yeah, I seen that too as well, Brian. That Drake plays tomorrow. So I don't know who they're gonna put at the 2 because I know MPJ can't play the 2. Tyrese can play the 2, but then they won't have a backup point guard unless they have Jay Wills bring the ball up. Speaking of Jay Wills, he's been playing decent. You know, he's a 3-point shooter. We want to see more from Jay Wills. Probably will during these games, more games. And yeah, man. So if Drake starts at the 2, Zaire can't run the 2. Zaire more play maybe at the 3, but it's not going to look right. So maybe he starts at the 2. I know fans would be happy if Drake started at the 2 with Cam out with the hamstring injury. Hopefully Cam comes back sooner than later. The team wants him. Team needs him out there. And we got a good win against the Pacers. Pascal gave us a lot of problems out there. Put up a double-double, damn near triple-double. But we still got the victory. We still won. And it was a good game. I don't know what fans are watching. A win is a win. A good game is a good game. We fought and to win that game. We've been fighting every game. We got blown out 3 games. We stayed in 3 games, and we finally got a victory. You know what I'm saying? We finally got a win. A big one, a big victory. Drake probably on minute restricted, yes. So that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the title of this is How Did We Win? And I just explained, man. I just explained how we got the win today. You know what I'm saying? Everybody played their role. Everybody played their part. Everybody did what they did. And you know what I'm saying? It was a good game. So therefore, look forward to some more changes. I ain't about to stay on here too long. I really don't got too much to talk about. Oh, I'm trying to do another joint with Breeze on the G League. We'll see how that goes. You know what I mean? Other than that, if y'all got any more questions or anything, let me know in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I got another college video gonna come out. I might do that later on today. Probably not live. Probably record a video. Amazing game with Man and Clowney up. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Man he runs the point guard decently. He runs the point guard decently, and that's what we hope to see. I hope Saraf comes back up and get some time too. I want to see Trayo on the floor at times too. Yeah, I seen that. They're gonna be in the G for 50 games or whatever, but I'm worried about Yegor with a lack of speed. Yes, Yegor never was a speedy guy. That's why he's really not a point guard, and point forward suits him better. As you've seen, when he's on the wing, he could create a little bit more. He's not going to really run the break because he's not fast, so he has to break out in front, and you pass the ball up to him, and then he could create from there. So I wouldn't be worried about his speed. He played good defense yesterday. Got his hands in a lot of passes, and a lot of lanes. Do you think we should have taken Queen? Oh, Yegor, I would not. I didn't even want Queen, to be honest with you. I didn't even want Queen. I thought Queen was a good player, but I think him and Danny is around the same. Queen might be better. But I think that him and Danny, when they interviewed him and said who was the hardest player that he ever had to play against, he said Danny Wolf. So I think they're around the same. Queen, I don't know. I wouldn't have took Queen at that. Probably would have took Noah Senge. I mean, probably would have took Queen. Yeah, probably would have took the Senge. Queen looks like a stud. Yeah, he's been playing well, and we haven't seen Danny on the floor like that right now. Daniel, we haven't seen Danny on the floor. So, like I said, Queen said Danny is his been his hardest opponent to deal with. Wolf lack a lot of foot speed. Yeah, but Wolf could do the same thing as Claxton. He could take people off the dribble. He got more of a handle. He got more of a step. He got more in his bag. So he's more of a big to worry about, you know what I'm saying, his passing. He got more things for you to worry about. Passing, his dribbling, his shooting isn't that well. He can shoot probably like 33% from three. I hope that increases. And yeah, he could get by people. He got by Mel. Watch a lot. Mel Watch is not a fast center either. So not every center in the draft in the league is fast. They're probably a little bit stronger, but Danny could get around some things and figure it out. So Queen isn't that. Queen don't have foot speed like that either. Queen is just, he has footwork. He doesn't have foot speed. You know what I'm saying? He might move a little bit faster than you think, but he doesn't have foot speed in the paint. Queen footwork is amazing. I will give him that. His footwork is great in the paint. You know what I mean? And that's what we're gonna do with Danny. So I hope Danny comes up and gets some playing time, play next to Claxton or Clowney, and see how that works out. Hopefully Dayron or Claxton doesn't get hurt. You know what I mean? Because then he will come up and have to do that, and then we'll get to see what he looks like then. You know what I'm saying? So we pray that these guys don't have no injuries. And they stay on the floor, and you know what I'm saying, we get another win or so. I thought we was gonna have 22 wins this season. It might be less than that. It all depends. We beat the Knicks on Sunday, even if Cam don't play. New York will be going crazy. Brooklyn will be going crazy if we beat the Knicks on Sunday. That's gonna be a tough task for us to do, but we'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We will figure that out. We'll see if Cam's playing. Hamstring injury probably takes a week or more sometimes. It could be lingering. We don't need Cam's hamstring to be lingering. We want him back on the court as soon as possible, but we don't want him to rush that injury at all because it will linger. So, you know what I mean? We'll see. I'm like I said, G League video with Breeze. And we move forward. Probably 2 to 3 weeks with a hamstring. Yeah, I didn't like MPJ, but he's fun to watch. Way better than Cam Johnson. Dang, what's that? MPJ is, I don't know. I think they're the same player. I think they offer the same things. But MPJ looks like the better shooter right now. For sure. He looks like the better shooter. better rebounder. Cam is the better passer. Better. I think Cam plays better defense, and they just shoot three. So yeah, MPJ is looking fun. Try to get dunks, putbacks, rebounds, and shoot the lights out the ball, shooting 41%. Like I was saying, Knicks gonna sweep us. Yeah, they're a good team. Knicks is a good team right now. Knicks is a real good team right now. So, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have a hands full with that team, but we're gonna see Terrence Mann at point. This is officially the lowest of low. Hey, I'm not gonna be up here that long, Leaf. I will let you up, but I probably won't stay up this long. It's not the low of the lows, bro. It's good. It's high of the highs, man. Terrence Mann played point guard for the Clippers 4 times till they got Russ, and he did a decent job at point guard, like player one said. And now he's doing a decent job for us until these rookies figure out what they got to figure out. Like I said, sometimes you got to learn from the vets. He's older. Saraf can take a look at what Terrence Mann does with his size being 6'6". Saraf is 6'7". And you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I got you, Lee. Yeah. So I'm about to close out. You know what I'm saying? I really got too much. Next game, I forget who we play next game. We got to win yesterday, so I'm thinking it's Friday. Next game is on Friday. Yeah, I think the next game is on Friday. And we'll see, man. Let's see what you got right here. Before MPJ is a better scorer and rebounder, and they actually maybe tied on defense, overrated Cam Johnson's defense. They overrate Cam Johnson's defense. Cam sliding his feet a little bit more. MPJ still have trouble with the injury, sliding his feet a little bit. So we played. Thanks for that. Detroit. Yeah, Platt's gonna have his hands full with Jalen Duren. Cam slide his feet a little bit better. MPJ injury messes with his legs a little bit. I know y'all heard him talk about it. If you didn't, one side is not stronger. One side is stronger than the other, and he's working through it. You know what I'm saying? To play this game of basketball. I always mentioned that he may think about retiring, just like my guy Ben Simmons, but MPJ is the better scorer. I think MPJ is. I don't know. I don't really see him as a scorer. I see MPJ. Well, I say scorer. He's scoring. You know what I'm saying? But he is. I think he is the better shooter. I think Cam is a better defender and passer, but MPJ is the better rebounder, and that's why I think it kind of balances out because Cam Johnson was shooting like 37%, 38%, 40% at times. MPJ shoots 39 to 41%. So it's kind of close. You know what I'm saying? However you want to, whichever one you want to choose, but I think it's close. But MPJ is looking like a hooper right now for sure. You know what I mean? With that being said, y'all, I'll catch y'all later. Hopefully I'm on Breezy. If Breezy goes live later, I might come back with another live with players out the draft, another 4 players that I'm scouting right now. Cam look more consistent. See, pick whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I might come back with another live or another video and for college in the first round of the draft. My bad, y'all. In the first round of the draft, I might be jumping the gun. Hold on. I might be jumping the gun, but I want MPJ to go All-Star 3-point contest. Wow. MPJ in 3-point contest. That might be actually fire. Because he looking like he could do it. Malik Thomas. Oh, college today. All right, bro. That's what's up. Appreciate that in the chat. MPJ All-Star. Yo, that might be lit to get MPJ in the All-Star contest. RD, catch you later, bro. All right. Thanks for pulling up. Two guys talking sports from Philly. You heard? No problem. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. See you in the chat. But Malik Thomas today, NCAA. I forgot college basketball was on, and I'm over here talking about scouting. I'm bugging out right now. But yeah, MPJ in the 3-point contest will be fire representing the Nets. Joe Harris did, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? That's what they. If he keeps shooting like this, he might be. I don't know if he can make an all-star game with us being on a losing team, but I think percentage matters for the 3-point percentage. You know what I'm saying? So you said there's no good games today, tomorrow. You and Killer was all right. That's what's up. We're gonna do something, man. I'm about to go live too on TikTok, y'all, later on. And you know, it's gonna be a day. Because there ain't a lot of basketball on today. My boy Brian in the chat says there's not a lot of good college games on today. So, you know what I mean? Y'all know my motto. I'm out. Y'all don't have to like, y'all don't have to subscribe because I don't know anything. You heard? And I'm out.